Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Priscilla. I quit sugar for 30 days. It wasn't that easy, but I had to do it. I wanted to see what's going to happen to me if I had quit eating sugar for 30 days. So I would look for foods that did not have added sugar in them. So going to the grocery store wasn't as easy to find the foods that did not have added sugar. Some of the foods, they only have natural sugar. Foods like vegetables, foods like fruits, carbohydrates, of course, they have sugar in them, but the sugar that they have is natural sugar. A lot of foods that they sell in the store, they do have added sugar in them. The reason why they add sugar in most of the food, because they know a lot of people like foods that have sugar in them. They put sugar in almost all the foods. Some of the foods, of course, they do not add sugar in them. But talking about this peanut butter right here, this does have 4 grams of sugar in every tablespoon, and that includes 2 grams of added sugar. I did find this bottle of organic peanut butter, and this peanut butter does not have any added sugar in it. So it does only have 2 grams of sugar in it. When we think about French fries, we think about ketchup. Why do we like ketchup? Because there is sugar in it. There is sugar in ketchup. This bottle right here, it does have 4 grams of added sugar in every tablespoon. So going to the store to buy groceries or buy anything that I want, it was taking me longer to buy it because I had to spend so much time trying to check how much sugar is in the food. I did notice that I was eating more and more snacks, but I couldn't figure out why I was just eating snacks. It was the sugar. If I would eat something sweet in the morning, then I want to eat more and more sugar in the afternoon or evening. But if I was not eating something that's sweet, then I was okay. The first week, it was kind of harder, but I had to adjust. I began to get used to it. My taste buds had to adjust too. They had to get used to not eating something that's sweet. I also noticed that when I quit eating sugar, I was eating less. So I would get hungry, but I wasn't getting as much hungry like when I was eating sugar. So sugar was actually making me more hungry, or maybe because I was just craving sugar all the time. So whenever I would feel tired or whatever, I would eat something sweet. I would eat something sweet just to give me some energy. But when I wasn't eating sugar, I didn't even have any problems. I could go for a long time without feeling hungry. And I was also eating less snacks, of course. So I wasn't getting tired a lot when I wasn't eating sugar. And I had some energy in me, and my energy was not basically coming from the sugar. So some of the benefits that I noticed with quitting the sugar, I was eating less foods. I wasn't hungry quite often. So if I wasn't hungry quite often, all what it means is I was eating less food. So by eating less food, I started feeling around my waist area, it was beginning to shrink. I would notice some of my pants were becoming loose. So I would say 3 times out of those 30 days, I did cheat. I ate food that had added sugar in them. I did not have a lot of choice. I went to a restaurant, and the food that I wanted to eat, they had added sugar in them. And the other time I had a company, and the other time I went somewhere to eat. So I had no choice but to eat foods that had added sugar in them. 30 days has passed. I've started eating foods that have added sugar in them. I'm eating those foods simply because something that I was eating before, but I'm eating foods that have added sugar in moderation. I'm trying not to eat a lot of foods that have added sugar. I'm trying to eat foods that have natural sugar. Now, if I can balance it up, I'm sure I'll be okay. It's just kind of harder sometimes when I go somewhere, there's foods that have added sugar in it, and I have to eat. And I know if I don't eat the food that have added sugar in them all the time, then I should be okay if I eat them once in a while. I'm happy I went 30 days without eating the sugar. Now, from now on, I'm still gonna be watching what I eat. In terms of how much sugar I'm consuming. I got used to eating less snacks. I'm not eating as much snacks like how I used to long time ago. So I'm eating the snack, but it doesn't hurt to eat a little bit. Just then there, as long as I don't overdo it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and until I see you next time in my next video. Bye.